Hello everyone, welcome on in. It is time for some more Neptunia, your regularly scheduled Nep, at the regularly scheduled time. I don't know. I feel like I have a ton of brain worms ingrained in my brain. But, last time we got to hear Great Sister's story about why she's doing the things that she's doing. Apparently she's Maho from the future, and the future turns out really, really bad. So she's trying to prevent that. We love timey-wimey bullshit. R4 also appeared and kicked her ass because she was level 999,999, which is insane for scripted loss, for real. And I guess we're gonna try to work together with, Grey Sister to unfuck things. We'll see. We are in chapter 10, though. There's only 12 chapters in-game, so we are pretty close to end the game. I wouldn't be surprised if we finish this within the next few streams or so. We'll see. But I guess less blabbing and more into the neppening, right? A bloop. Ugh, why do you two like games that are so out of style? Oh my god. Ugh, rude. The games I like are plenty popular. I know she wouldn't judge my taste in games. It's those girls again. Nep? Are they friends of yours, Nepgear? Well, something like that. Times are tough for the arcades. They got to prioritize the cabinets that are guaranteed to make money. Sure, but you made it sound like the games that I like aren't popular at all, and that's just not true, right? Yeah. Don't twist my words. You both are always. Hi there. Nice to see you all again. What seems to be the problem today? Well, if it isn't Lady Nepgear, hello. Your timing, as usual, is positively divine. And I can't believe Lady Neptune is with you today. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, you don't have to say all that. You're making me blush. What were you all arguing about just now? Straight to business, huh, Nepgear? We're about to go to an arcade run by Neptune and request a new arcade cabinet, but as a huge fighting game nerd, I wanted to request a title like Immortal Battle or The Road Fighter, the movie game. And as a fan of shoot 'em ups, I wanted to request Ambitions of Soon Soon or Moochie Moochie Park. As you can see, these two are pushing for super obscure titles that nobody would be interested in. In order to increase the chances of our request being fulfilled, I thought we should all push for the same title, but... I see. So that's what the fuss is all about. Speaking of which, what is the title that you wanted to request? Great question. I love music games, so I thought we should request that wonderful nostalgic masterpiece, Taiko Don Don. Oh, I love Taiko. Even casuals like music games, so I thought this would be a great way to liven up the arcade. It's the perfect request. What are you talking about? A fighting game would be a way better pick, and I want to see if anybody out there is stronger than me. Dodging barrages of bullets, pixel by pixel, shooting down the enemy in the name of justice, the shmup is the obvious choice. Again with this. Hey, what do you think, Lady Nepgear? You agree a music game would be best, right? No way, you're into fighting games, right? You want to shoot 'em up, don't you? Hey, why don't you two come with us? The arcade is run by Neptune, so they'll agree to your request if you come with us. Yeah, come on, please. You all are really passionate about this, huh? But getting us involved with submitting the request, do you think that might be a little... Nepgear, may I have a word with you? What is it, sis? It's not like you to look so serious. What is it, Lady Neptune? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but after discussing the matter with Isti, we've made the difficult decision to, as a matter of national Neptune policy, pull out of all arcade operations. Ellipsis. What? They all say. Don't worry, it's not like the arcades are closing completely. It's just that we won't be involved with them anymore. But now that this has happened, I'm afraid we don't have any say in how they're run anymore. All of this to say, you'll have to contact the arcade yourselves. Man, all this talk of arcade is making me want to go to one. Don't worry, if we keep our eyes on the prize, I know we could do anything. Sorry we can't help you. Well, okay. We got some super duper important business to do. See ya. Hey, sis. Sis, wait up. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, they all say. Sis, what you said back there, is it true? When did that happen? While we were sleeping. Although that's been going on around here, we can't afford to run the arcades anymore. I know how those girls feel. I wish it didn't have to be this way. I think a moth landed on my arm. I don't know, whatever it is, it's gone. I was really reluctant to do it too. I cried and begged Issy to find a way to make it work. But in the end... yeah, I guess that's how tough things are in Neptune. You said it. Huh, it was such a bummer. But we have to stay positive. Once we rebuild Neptune, maybe we can run the... Once we rebuild Neptune, maybe we can run the arcades again, right? I'm gonna work hard to make it happen, and I hope you'll help me do it, Nepgear. Yes, of course. We'll do it together, sis. The first time I time traveled, I rushed to the PC continent. There, I worked with the 4 goddesses and defeated R4, who had just been revived. My name is R4. I will deal despair to all living things and bring forth the end of all things. Blast, how are you so powerful already? You just woke up. Neptune, hold on. Noir, why are you stopping me? Look closer. I don't know if it's because of R4's revival, but the dimensional space is unstable, causing that time-space rift. At this rate, we'll be swallowed into the PC continent. We'll have to evacuate the citizens before that happens. We have to choose either fight R4 or evacuate the people. Where's the goddess of PC continent when you need her most? Something could have happened to her, considering how much influence R4 has gained. We can't expect much. For better or for worse, our forest still hasn't attacked. We should focus on evacuating the citizens. And there's no need for that. I've ordered all citizens to evacuate. Who are you? Are you from the PC continent? I am. It's goddess candidate. My sister, the goddess. It's currently unavailable, so I'm acting in her stead. But never mind that. Our 4 must be defeated at once. If not, the PC continent and the entire world will be destroyed. The world will be destroyed? That's huge. What's happening? I have no time to explain, but if you destroy her dark share crystal, we'll have a chance. But I can't not fight her alone. I need your help. Goddesses, please. Don't look at us like that. You're a goddess. Keep it together. Purple Heart. Thank you. Either way, if you plead to us like that, then we'll have no choice but to help. Indeed. It would make us some pretty terrible goddesses if we denied you. Yeah, bring it on! Thank you, everyone. Let's go then. Time to beat up Arbor or whatever she wants to call herself these days. And so we teamed up and managed to defeat R4. Hold it! Whoa, what are you doing? What about the awesome stuff I did to save the day? Isn't there more flashback? My big finale got cut short, like some show that got cancelled too soon. This was going to take forever if she included that too, so just be quiet. Grace, sister, please continue. Okay. We managed to defeat R4, but that turned out to be a mistake. Defeating her was? Yes, but we didn't know. Not until 2 years later. 2 years. We didn't realize it for 2 years. By the time we did, it was too late. Everything was all over by then. Oh boy, it's voiced.
Grey sister, what's the matter? Is someone there?
Yes, I can sense something. Come out! We know you're there! Hi, everyone. It's been a while.
Right, Henri.
Henri.
You're surrounded, Henri. You're the terrorist who stirred up the refugees from the PC continent. On top of that, we have proof that you're affiliated with the remnants of ASIC. I'm sorry, but you are not getting away. You're going down.
Wait, sis. Please let me talk to her.
Nepgear.
Henri, why did you do that? Did you do this for the PC continent? I'm sure it's been a tough transition, but violence is not the answer here.
Oh, please. Do you still think I'm Henri?
Oh no, the capitalism got to her.
Huh? Who are you? Oh, yes, that's the face. That's what I wanted. Nepgear.
Her eyes are not normal.
How does it feel to have a former friend become your enemy? Does it hurt you? Does it bring you great pain? And how does it feel to watch your nation become ravaged by acts of terrorism?
I'm feeling kinda icky.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is that you, R4?
That's right. I am R4. I will bring destruction to the world.
R4 needs to stop.
Oh no. You've been masquerading as Henri this whole time?
That's impossible. R4 had already been defeated.
Allegedly.
That's right. We subdued R4 with our own hands.
We'll think about it later. This world has no future as long as R4 is still in it. How dare you! We'll avenge Henri and everyone else! Yeah! We're mad now!
Do as you wish. I will neither run nor hide.
R4, you will meet your end! It's finally over.
Well done, Nepgear. But this is not the end.
Is it ever the end?
Yes. Be wary of betrayal.
She's so icky till the end.
Indeed.
It's done now.
For now.
It's finally over. The world is now saved.
Until the company's making enough go down, at least. So true.
I did it, everyone.
I don't wish that upon Idea Factory or Compile Heart, though.
But something's strange. Something just isn't right.
What's the matter, Nepgear? R4 was defeated.
You're overthinking it, Nepgear.
No, she got Rom, the baby.
Rom? I told you that this is not the end.
Huh? The way she's talking.
It's a bit young, but this body is nice. It's surging with power. Although she's only a candidate, she is still a goddess. Rom?
The way you're talking. Oh no.
You're R4.
Well, that's not good. R4 revived? What's going on? What did R4 do? The resurrected R4 has somehow gained new powers. The power to control someone's body. Do you understand how formidable an opponent with this ability is? This is the CG I used for the thumbnail I made earlier. I didn't realize you didn't quite get this one. It's fine. She can revive herself infinitely. And that is correct. We don't know who R4 will control or when, which is incredibly dangerous. I see, so that's why. R4 inhabited Rom's body and stirred up tremendous chaos in Louis. Blonde, you were unable to stop it. That other timeline's me is pathetic. I'm not sure she had much of a choice, especially when it comes to a problem involving Rom or Ram. The pall of the V was felt around the world. Faith in the goddesses was lost, and the continent was thrust into an endless war. No matter how many times she's defeated, she just takes over another person's body. She's essentially immortal. Our4 originally was some sort of Our4 originally was sort of a soul that needed some kind of vessel. And now you're saying she has developed the ability to take over whichever one she pleases. And there's a chance everything you experienced can happen again. And that's exactly right. That's why I traveled to the past again, to try and redo this. Wait, you mentioned before that time travel needs a great amount of energy, equal to the life force of a goddess. Yes, that's right. Where did that come from? Don't worry, I didn't murder any goddesses. I gathered the share crystals left behind by the goddesses of each nation. By then, the goddesses were all ready. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I reaped what I sowed. I managed to gather enough energy to time travel and jump to the past once more. I jumped back to the very day that R4 was revived once again. Hold it! Question mark, question mark, question mark says. Neptune? Again? It's not me! It's me. Okay, wait. If you can jump to the past, why don't you stop the IS crystal from being developed in the first place? It's impossible. The time machine can return to the past, but it does have a limitation. It can't go past the day of the PC continent vanishing. Why? I found that the most difficult thing about time travel is arriving at the exact time, dimension, location you want. Time is a concept which exists on a much higher plane than this world itself. Tremendous computational power is required just to navigate it. Originally, Zuri was an AI created to perform such calculations. She was not made to fight. What? So she's the time machine? Can I touch her? Of course not, and stop interrupting! Normally, even with Zuri, calculating time travel would take 12,000 years. So to travel 12,000 years into the future, you have to calculate for 12,000 years? So that'll be 12,000 years later? And that's not usable at all. How are you able to time travel to the time and place you aim for then? You make use of strategically placed markers. The revival of R4 created a space-time rift above the PC continent. We used the gigantic rift created at the time as a sort of landmark for our jumps. But even relying on those, calculations for that take years to complete. I see. Traversing dimensions via coordinates is tricky, but if you calculate backwards from the rift, it becomes possible. Exactly, Nepgear. You understood immediately. Well, I think the one who cracked the formula for calculating the coordinates is even more amazing. I'm not sure I follow all this theory chat, but at the very least, I get that you can't simply jump through time all willy-nilly. I've returned to the past time and time again to try and redo things. One time, I was at war with you. Even if R4 was defeated, I had no idea whose body she'd take over, so I was forced to protect R4. One time, I abandoned everyone and tried to develop a way to seal R4. I stole the devices ASIC made to seal the goddesses and modified them. One time, I was completely helpless and I spent all of my days in vain. As I continued to repeat these cycles, there were so many times I just wanted to give it all up. I repeated it over and over. I tried so many methods. But no matter what, I couldn't stop the destruction of the world. After visiting numerous pasts, I was in opposition to you all while also trying to develop a device to seal R4. I felt like a clown at some point, jumping back just to see the same things happen over and over again. But then it happened.
I'm counting on you, Nepgear.
I'm sorry.
Nepgear, what happened here?
You are... the Ashen Goddess.
Noir, Vert, Blanc, why is everyone on the ground? Nepgear, your sword.
My sword? Oh, you mean this?
That's no ordinary weapon. I sense an ominous aura within.
I love when my weapons have ominous auras within them.
This sword is called the Gehaburn.
That's quite the name.
It's the only weapon that can defeat the immortal Arfor.
Nepgear.
Don't you dare say my name!
Hello.
I know who you are! It's because of your meddling with the PC continent that Sis was...
That's because...
Give her back to me. And not just her. Give me back everyone else too!
Did all of the goddesses...
Yes! It's all your fault! Give them back to me! If you can't... I'll erase you right now.
Okay.
Stop! Nepgear!
Yeah, the way her voice dropped.
At that point, I had to get out of there. My only option was to run away.
Yeah, that's fair. And he found this out later, but Arfor took the lives of Uni, Rom, and Ram right in front of Nepgear. The Nepgear of that timeline experienced much despair because of this. I mean, duh. Noir and Blonde were also devastated at the loss of their sisters. In their rage, they swore revenge on Arfor. They offered their lives to the Gehaburn. Wait, did you just say Gehaburn? Yes. Oh no. How could that have been brought out? Istwar, what's the Gehaburn? Gehaburn is a terrible sword. It is a blood-stained weapon that absorbs the life of the goddesses. Of goddesses? I didn't know something like that was present on this continent. Are you saying that sword would be able to defeat an R4, even with her immortal ability? Sure, this may be possible with the Gehaburn. However... I don't know what the full extent of the Gehaburn's power is either. But in that timeline, Nepgear took her own life after defeating R4. And that shook me to my core. Nepgear's despair drove her to doing that, and I couldn't face the fact that my actions led to that. I left that timeline right away. I destroyed the Gehaburn, and used the remaining energy to jump to the past. I tried to correct these misfortunes by going to the past, but tragedy would just strike somewhere else. It's like the world was rejecting what I was trying to do. But I didn't give up. I returned to the past again, and I'm here now to tell you this. This is my sin, and my path to atonement. Maho, the other me. Yes? Please don't end up like me. I hope you'll take care of Nepgear and Henri. Yeah. What Grey's sister told us was shocking. However, this is also a chance for us to avoid the tragedy that is to come. Right, we know about it now. We'll just have to think about the best way to deal with the threat of R4. Okay, well, what about what you said? The device that seals R4? Sorry, the sealing device was lost. What? Really? Do you remember the capsule that trapped Neptune during the battle with R4 Planet Tower? Ah, right, that was rough. And that was the sealing device. Noir, you were really bailing on that. Can you blame me? I didn't know about it. And Nepgear, you were smacking it too. It's not all my fault. But why was it there? During the battle with R4, Neptune had fallen into the dimensional rift above the PC continent and vanished from this world. Or at least, that's how it occurred at the timeline I observed. Then, Nepgear was burdened by the responsibility that fell on her. R4 took advantage of that. I wanted to avoid this. That's why I retrieved Neptune before she would be defeated by R4. I couldn't heal her wounds from the battle, so I had her enter the sealing device, which stops time while you're inside of it. However, after she healed, she went into the capsule again while half asleep, banging it around. It rolled off and fell into a river. The device activated, and she fell into a deep sleep again. R4 found her as she was drifting by, and you know the rest. Why are you always messing things up? What? But I don't remember that at all. Actually, if you didn't run off and get captured, I wouldn't have felt responsible or done all those stupid things. At the time, you did mention you wanted to avenge Neptune in that battle. What? Conveying back my determination and regret. What's that stuff got to do with me? Well, setting aside the cringy stuff Nora does, since that happens all the time. What do you mean, all the time? The sealing device was swallowed by the dimensional rift at Planet Tower. That's why you're saying it's lost, right? Correct. And that happened because of the paradox triggered by the interaction of Maho and me, since we're the same being. And then, the Aya's crystal interfered. I wouldn't have been surprised if one or both of us vanished. Isn't this pretty bad? The same being in the same room? Danger. It's alright. We'll be fine. We'll be fine as long as we don't make physical contact. And even if we do touch, I have a way around that. Phew. Anyway, I will have to create a new sealing device, and then take the ice crystal back from... Grey sister. Somebody, get Compa right away. Honk shoo me. I'm just sees. She's sleeping well. What a relief. Nupgear, what's wrong? Grey's sister gave us a lot of information. I'm having trouble processing it. Yes, I'm sure everyone is the same. Even I'm still confused a bit. I'm going outside for some fresh air. Alright, you can leave this place in my care. Thank you, Isty. I just learned so many things at once. It's all swirling around my head. So many people have fallen victim. A countless amount of them. Grey's sister has seen it happen herself. Nepgear. Henri, they let you out? Yes, I gave them my equipment and everything I knew about R4 in exchange. But it's obvious that they just don't have time to deal with me right now. Well, that's not all of it. Isty also said that because of your past history, she deemed you were okay. I hope that's what she really thinks. But, you know... I know. Grey sister, right? IF told me. Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to Grey sister, or Maho anymore. I thought that avenging my mother and father would change things, but I don't know about that anymore. After being told that Maho is Grey's sister, and she came from the future, everything just seems so much bigger than me. And that said, I still want to know why she did what she did. Henri, do you want to set up a meeting with Grey's sister? Am I allowed to do that? As long as you have no intention of harming her, I think that should be okay. You surrendered your weapons, right? I think they might request security detail, but you should be able to get permission. Let me think about it. I still haven't wrapped my head around it. Alright, just let me know when you want to see her. Thanks. Yes, thanks, Nepgear. Word order. Maho, there you are. Gearsy. Yeah, I was just thinking about stuff. About Grey sister? Well, she's also Maho, huh? You could just call me Maho. Anything will get too confusing otherwise. Alright, so what's on your mind? It's more like it all feels so big and out of my control. Yeah, I still don't know what to do about how R4 will destroy the world. To think I ended up doing that to Nora and Blonde too. Gearsy, you would never do that. Yeah, I don't want to either. But no one knows what will happen in the future. Hey, maybe there's a chance that I could turn into something like Grey's sister then. I can't believe it, but that feels right to me, you know? What's this feeling? Like I felt it before, but it still feels kinda new. Diva... Zeb... Deja vu? Yeah, that. Is that what's worrying you, Maho? Yep. Well, I feel better already. That's amazing, Gearsy. You found the answer right away. That's good. I'm glad you're hubba. I'm glad that you're back to normal, Maho. Of course. I'm always like this. Well, I'll get back to Planet Tower. What are you gonna do, Maho? I'm gonna chill here a little longer. Okay, well, see you later then. Ha-ba-ba-ba. Nug. God. I can't let her see me like this. My memories. Something important I have to remember. If I need to know, just let me remember. Maho, you okay? Oh, iffy. I'm fine. My head was hurting. I think it was because I was just about to remember something. Oh, you seem to be in a lot of pain. Don't force yourself to remember. Now's not the time for all that. Maybe if I can go to the lab again, I might remember something. Where's that lab? Want me to go look for it for you? Huh? Here's your apple juice, Ram. Yay, thanks, Ram. What's wrong, Uni? Well, Maho, I mean, Grace sister said something odd. I can't explain why it sounded strange to me, though. I noticed something too, Uni. What? Do you remember when we first fought the Trendfluencer before we took back Neptune? Sure, of course. That was our first Trendfluencer fight. Ram and I found a fragment of a trendy disc that day. Huh? That's the first time you told me. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But then we gave it to Maho, didn't we? Yeah, but when everyone was overjoyed that Nepgear could make the suppression device, Maho didn't say a word. It was like it was the first time she had ever seen the fragment of the trendy disc. Well, there's a tiny chance that it wasn't her first time seeing it, but then that would mean... Thanks, Rom. With your help, I think I'm getting a better idea why this all feels so odd to me. Really? Yes, thank you, Rom. So, what do you think is going on? They're different people. I need to research things first. A message. Who's it from? It's from Maho. It's a direct message. Huh? You won't be able to talk to Grace's sister about it for a little while. Her injuries and exhaustion are too serious right now. I can discuss our next steps without her for the time being. So, how do we defeat an immortal R4? The trump card, the sealing device, is somewhere in dimensional no man's land. It would be impossible to locate. Yeah, if we had enough energy, back to time traveling seems possible, but the trick would be bringing it through the rift. It's in a location with no concept of space, so it's virtually impossible to know where you are or where you're going. It'd be like looking for a specific grain of sand on the ocean floor, blindfolded. In the future, Henri found a way to calculate for that, though. Honestly, incredible. But the time it takes to calculate is also beyond insane. What, like 12,000 years? Serious futuristic tech and processing capabilities make it possible. It would be absolutely impossible otherwise. Aren't we getting off topic? So, how do we beat up that Arbor? Neptune is actually being serious? Sis is right. At this very moment, Herfor is gathering sheer energy using the IS crystal and gaining strength. We have to hurry. And what do? We don't have a sealing device. Well, it comes back to that, doesn't it? Grace's sister said she could make it again. And maybe she can, but we don't really have time to wait around for her to do that. If only we could find one laying around. Laying around? Oh, that one thing. It looked identical, remember, in the lab? I see. You know, this one looks like... Your fridge back at home, Nor? No, the capsule that you were trapped in. Now that you mention it. But if if they just... But if they just abandoned it there, could it truly be the same sealing device? Gray's sister said that she took something that Isaac made and modified it as a prototype before making the sealing device. Either way, it's better than nothing. We might as well look. No harm in trying. Let's go! Or, you know, whatever people are saying these days. Are people saying that now? Hey, where's Maho? She wasn't feeling well, so she's sleeping in her room. Oh, really? Everything Gray's sister said has to do with her, more or less. It must be a lot for her to process. She just needs time. Here it is. This is the room where the capsule was. It doesn't look like anyone's been in here. Wait, there's someone here. There. Ugh. Oh, it's just Duffy. Oh yeah, what are you doing here? I was looking for clues to terminate R4. Oh, you too? Well, did you find anything? No, not yet. Why are you all here anyway? We're also searching for ways to help us defeat R4. I see. So the Ashen Goddess told you. Ashen Goddess? What else did she say? Anything about the IS crystal? Huh? Sis, get back! Huh? Why? That's not IF. What? It's true. IF wouldn't call her the Ashen Goddess now. She already knows her name as Gray's sister. It's also highly suspicious that she would ask us anything regarding the IS crystal. Looks like he saw right through me. I guess I got a little careless. I took the form of IF just in case, but I didn't expect to find you here. R4. Just what brings you to this lab, I wonder?
Not bad, goddesses.
No, you. I don't know.
This is where you'll be defeated.
I'm not so sure about that one, Ram.
Yeah, you're going down, clown. No, stop. Huh? Why, sis? Why are you stopping us? R4 can't be defeated now. We shouldn't do this.
Just kick her into the capsule, duh. Hello?
Oh, you know about that. The Ashen Goddess must have told you.
R4 is right in front of us, but we can't do a thing about it.
Just kick her into the capsule. She's right there, and so is the capsule. Come on.
This is mortifying.
But it was all for nothing. There isn't anything I want here.
Kick her into the capsule.
You goddesses are a disappointment. There is no way you will defeat me.
Like while she's monologuing, open the capsule and just punt her right in. Come on.
However, I must take care of any loose ends.
What are you trying to do?
You came looking for this capsule, yes?
No, what capsule?
Oh no, the capsule!
This is why you should have just opened it and then kicked her right in. Come on, guys.
That's the face I wanted to see. Yes, twisting and writhing in despair.
Punt her anyway.
Farewell. I do hope you manage to entertain me a little bit more the next time we meet.
That was our last hope.
You guys should have just opened one up and then punted her in. Come on, man. They would have been in line with this writing and the.
In the end, R4 destroyed the capsule. Why was R4 there in the first place?
Wasn't it just to destroy the capsule?
But she sounded like she didn't know that we were after it.
Flashback.
But it was all for nothing. There isn't anything I want here. You goddesses are a disappointment. There is no way you will defeat me. However, I must take care of any loose ends.
You're right.
What was R4 looking for then?
Your mom? No.
I might have an idea about that.
Hi, Grey Sister.
Grey Sister, is it okay for you to be up?
Yes. I rested and I'm feeling much better. How is Maho?
Oh, Maho is... I'm right here.
Hey, Maho. I see you brought your girlfriend.
Is it okay if we join you?
Maho! Henri!
Maho, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I ran into Henri, so I thought that we should go together.
I see.
Thank goodness. I do think it's better that Maho hears about this too. R4 is looking for a way to disable the limiter on the IS crystal.
The limiter?
Yes. The IS crystal continues to absorb share energy from people, but the limiter restricts how much absorption is possible.
Yes, gay. Nepgear has so many girlfriends, honestly.
The IS crystal was originally developed to solve the serious lack of share energy on the PC continent. Share energy is derived from the faith of the people, and it has historically flowed one way, from the citizens to the goddesses. The R-phone allowed it to become bi-directional in order to increase efficiency. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Kind of. I think I get the idea.
Same hat, Noir, same hat.
I don't understand how it could go both ways between the goddesses and citizens. I think I get it. Instead of waiting around, goddesses can try to appeal to their people. Is that what you mean? Like, hi, I'm the goddess. I did this today. Isn't that great? Now give me some pudding. You know, something like that.
Yes, something like that.
How did Neptune beat me to it?
So the reason R4 started to give away our phones was to gather more shares.
Yes. And she tried to increase the rate at which she was accruing share energy with sheer volume. The R-phones.
But it didn't work?
Correct. The R-phones had limiters placed on them for the citizens' safety. Her efforts were futile because the phones were capped.
Heh.
The share energy gathered by the IS crystal is sent to a tower on the PC continent and is supplied to wherever it is needed. However, if the link to the tower were to be severed, it would create a risk of the energy flowing back. In this scenario, the limiter would activate, restricting the amount of share energy being absorbed.
In other words, because the IS crystal has a limiter, it can't hold that many shares?
Correct. And R4 herself is unable to remove the limiter. In my original timeline, this limiter failed, and R4 obtained unimaginable power.
Yeah, technology working as intended in this case.
That's why I came to the past. I'm here to activate the limiter. It's desperate, but it had to be done.
So, how does one sever the link to the tower?
Well, for example, if the tower intended to receive share energy from the IS crystal is destroyed.
The tower... destroyed?
Yeah. I had to destroy the tower to activate the limiter, at the expense of those inside. Your parents. I had no choice.
Oh, no.
I'm not here seeking forgiveness. The blood on my hands is the burden I have to carry for creating the IS crystal.
Man, shit's complex. Fair.
I'm...
Perhaps you should rest a bit. You don't want to worsen your wounds.
Thank you.
Henri. Nepgear. I'm sorry. I'm just having trouble processing it all. It's okay. I know this is really important to you, Henri. If what she says is true, then Arthur would have become an even bigger matter if she didn't destroy the tower. Even if it was exchanged for the whole world, my parents were taken from me. I can't help but feel the loss. It wasn't worth it. I'm not convinced. The world might have been saved, but I lost mine in the process. But seeing Maho wrestle with depression, seeing her injured like that, She tried to save the world all alone and carried such a heavy burden. I can't really speak to that. Henri, I'm sorry if I sound weird. I hope I'm not weirding you out. It's okay. Honestly, I'm here for you. Thanks, Nepgear. I'm gonna hang out here a little longer. I need some time to myself, I think. Yeah, I understand. I'll see you later then. We got a good haul. We got a good haul of parts in town. We can continue with repairs now. Phew. I was going to repair it in my free time, and I think I can finally do it. I was trying to understand how it works. Ziri really is amazing. It's kind of amazing that future me actually put this all together. And this takes me back. Huh? Oh, sorry. Am I intruding? No, it's okay. Is it a good idea for you to be up and about? Yes, I'm feeling much better now. I heard that you were going to try and repair her, Nepgear, so I requested to come and watch you work, rather. Oh, I see. Should I have asked for permission before attempting the repairs? It's nothing like that. You made Ziri in the first place. It just feels so familiar. I remember when we built Ziri together. Do you mind if I hang out here and observe? No problem. Ellipsis. Happy ellipsis at that. Gray's sister isn't saying anything, was just watching me work. Would it be rude for me to talk to her? But I do have things I want to ask. Yes? Gray's sister, you're really Maho, aren't you? Why do you stay in your transformed state? Well... Oh, it's okay if you don't want to say. It's not that. It's just that this form is my default now. I decided when I time traveled for the first time that I would remain in this form until R4 is defeated. It's my own way of taking responsibility. You talk a little differently, too. Is that because of your transformation? Actually, I'm just trying to be like you. Aww. To be like me? You risked your life for the world. I tried to do the things you did, hoping to have the same strength you had. But I'm not strong at all. All I know how to do is rely on people. Being able to admit that so easily is part of your strength. Maho is always so stubborn, yet she's never confident in herself. She tries to hide it by acting how she does. And the way she talks is just an act. She thinks it gives her personality. Oh, don't tell her I told you that. It's Maho's biggest secret. I understand. Nepgear. What is it? Thank you for repairing Ziri. And thank you for staying friends with me and Maho. That's all I wanted to say. Gray's sister. I'm going to leave you to it now. Okay, I'll see you later. Yes, I'll let you know as soon as Ziri's repairs are complete. Thank you. I look forward to that. Nepgear. Oh, Uni, what's up? We need to talk. Do you have a minute? Yeah, it's fine. She said it's okay. Come on. Gearsy. Maho?
Thank you for coming.
Well, I wanted to talk too. I can't just ignore this. What do you want from me?
There's only one thing that I want, and it has to do with the IS crystal limiter.
You're the only one who knows about that, right?
Yeah, but this has to do with you too. If there was a guaranteed way to protect this world and all of your friends in it, you would see it through, right, Maho?
Of course! I doubt you had to ask that. We're the same person.
And what if, to do that, we have to vanish from this world forever?
Huh? What do you mean?
There is only one way to remove the limiter on the IS crystal. Our biometrics.
Biometrics?
Yes. As long as we're gone, there's hope for Nepgear in this timeline. Of course, I'm not just going to vanish. I'll leave behind an improved sealing device. Even if I cannot complete it until I disintegrate, leaving behind the blueprint should be enough for Nepgear to complete it. We're the same person from different timelines. If we interact, the time paradox occurs. We fuse or we disintegrate. You remember, don't you? When we first interacted?
Interacted?
It was through the IS crystal at Planet Tower, and at the hill on Louis. It was only for a moment, but we directly made contact. There was a force that pushed us to either disintegrate or fuse as one. Do you recall the headache you had?
The hill at Louis. So that thing was because of you two? I just happened to be caught up in your time paradox?
Huh?
Links.
Get away from her, Grey Sister!
Uni?
Kiersey?
I'm sorry, Grey Sister. Something's been bothering me.
Yeah, Maho. Some things aren't lining up here. Uni? Kiersey? What's gotten into you? We were trying to figure out if you're the real Maho or not.
What?
Maho, do you remember the first time you defeated the Trendfluencer? I'll take it for safekeeping. I'll be sure to let Histoire know. Okay. Go ahead, Maho.
We checked with Histoire about the disc fragment Ram and I found. She said she never received that report.
Oh, right. That happened. But even I can be forgetful sometimes. While I was holed up in my room in last station, you were attacked by monsters. It was so bad you were bedridden. Yet somehow, you continued working alongside Nepgear and the others. I took some medicine and I got better. Here, I can prove it on Machi. We talked to the doctor that treated you, and your medical record said you were in bed that whole time. You never left.
Maho, why do you think Higurashi suspected you?
Because she saw me talking to someone about the R-phone manufacturing, right?
Yeah.
She said that I was the traitor because she saw that conversation at the lab. But I suppose the footage from the lab is what ultimately led her to that conclusion. Oh, are you actually suspecting me?
I mean, at this point now, I am agreeing with them because, like, at first, when we learned that Grey's sister and Maho were the same, it's like, oh, so that weirdness with Maho was, like, actually Grey's sister being transformed back. But I guess not.
That's right, you faker!
How many Mahos are here? Why are there so many Maho?
What? There are 2 Mahos?
Says Grey's sister. So there's 3.
Yes. R4's spy isn't just Henri. It's the fake Maho, too!
How many Mahos does one world need?
Considering the real Maho was nearby, you sure got overconfident. When did you realize it? Something felt off, so a few of us started talking about it. I need to research things first. A message.
You're Maho, I'm Maho. Are there any other Mahos I should know about?
Who's it from? It's from Maho. It's a direct message. Huh? I knew I was being suspected as a spy, so I thought it would be better if I let everyone believe that. I talked about what I did back then, or how I was during this time. I asked my friends who were with me, and we talked about it a lot. I might have amnesia, but it's not like I have short-term memory loss. Some stuff just wasn't making sense to me. That's when I thought that there might have been someone posing as me, snooping around. So who are you? R4 in disguise?
Maho reveal.
You found me out?
So you are a fake?
I just wish you didn't talk about how to remove the limiter. You satisfied, R4?
I didn't think there would be a limiter. No wonder the IS crystal couldn't be altered.
Man.
R4?
I thought friends tell each other everything. We are partners, are we not?
This was just a mutually beneficial arrangement. Don't pretend we're friends. The real R4?
Most likely. I can feel the IS crystal.
So what about Maho?
You called me a fake earlier, right?
I mean,
I'm not a fake. Grace's sister would know. We're just a couple of replacements for our older sister.
blinks.
Replacements? Are you from another timeline?
I haven't lost my memories, and I remember everything from back when I grew up on the PC continent. Looking at it from my point of view, well, who the hell are you?
I've got what I needed. It's time for me to leave. Who would have thought that a living person would be the key? Thanks for sharing that with me, Grey Sister.
Shouldn't you take your Maho
Wait.
with you? Like, if you insist on taking off the limiter, you might want to take one of the Mahos. R4.
Right, sister?
I can't move!
Oof.
Don't push yourself too hard. Ram, go get help. Okay. If that's the Maho of this timeline, then who am I?
Great question, Maho. Ram, what are you two doing? I'm just looking stuff up. And there's so much stuff you can learn from your smartphone. Yeah, I guess that's true. But I still think it's nice to read a book every once in a while. Sure, but if you want to find the best pastry shops in your neighborhood, your phone is much more convenient, isn't it? Yeah. Or if you want to know the title of a song you don't know, you just sing it into the phone and it tells you the name. The assistant function. Yeah, I guess that is pretty convenient, huh? I was asleep for so long. The Endgear has to play catch up with the rest of the world. I have to do something about it. I see. Well, best of luck with that. Nepgear. Ram. Pardon my interruption. Oh, hey Ziri. Sorry, were you being too loud? Sorry, we'll try to be quieter. Scared. No, not at all. It's just that I heard you all talking about the assistant function just now. Yeah, so what about it? Well, many of my functions are still down. My concierge functions work perfectly. It is far better than what you would find on a regular smartphone. Give it a try. Anything? Well, in that case, what about a tongue twister? She sells seashells by the seashore. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Wow, that was great. Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, can I ask a question this time? Of course, ask me anything you like. Anything? Okay, do you have a boyfriend? If I found such a being, we would share milkshakes, play games, and watch movies. We would fight, and he would break my heart. Where do I find this being? Why are you asking us that? Okay, when will the world end? Oh no. The world changes. It changes a lot. But last time I checked, it was still around. Ziri, can you laugh for me? That was kinda scary. Shivering. That's hilarious. My eyes, my screen, my display. It's... Hey, what are you doing with Ziri? We've been spotted. You too, Nepgear? I got those two, but what's gotten into you? I'm sorry, I have nothing to say. I'm sorry, Noir. I'm sorry. It seems that I have lost this opportunity to showcase my true greatness. How terribly sad. Hey, are we going the right way? This is based on your own memory, and the information R4 had on the get burn is stored there. So yes, I'm sure we are. I was sneaking around this whole time to get the information on the get burn for you. Try to trust me just a little bit. You did hide information on the crystal's limiter from me. For all I know, you're going to betray me in the final hour. Even if I did, I couldn't fight you. I'm nowhere near as powerful as you. True, you were nothing but a scared little girl trembling before my power when I found you at the PC continent. I spared your life on that day at the PC continent so you could serve as my backup vessel. It was the right choice. With Gehabird, my vessel will be lost, and I will transfer over to your body to remove the limiter on the IS crystal. Then I can guide the world to ruin. Back up. GC 2007. The year of Hatsune Miku. What am I supposed to do? Maho, you are the goddess Maho, you are the goddess candidate. You must learn from your sister, the goddess, and mature to become one yourself someday. You must be ready to take the place of the goddess at any time.
I don't know if I can do that, but if it means I gotta be with my sister, then I'll gladly do that. Say, why does Sis never show herself? The goddesses of the other nations always seem to be in the public eye.
We have no need for that. People have faith in the goddess. Having a specific image attributed to it will hinder their faith.
Oh, really? Being a goddess must be hard.
Yes, that is why, Maho. I advise that you refrain from going outside. You are to learn how to become a goddess within these walls. As long as you are in the tower, you are not to refer to yourself as the candidate to any basilicum staff. You are simply Maho. Maho, you are the replacement to the goddess. Having a specific image attributed to that may have disastrous consequences.
Okay, I understand.
GC 2011.
Why did Sis go to sleep?
The goddess did so for the sake of the PC continent. She has given away her sheer energy for the nation.
Can I do anything to help? Maybe I can take your place for a while. We can tell our nation about what's going on.
You may not. If you suddenly make yourself known and announce our risky position to the nation, the people will panic. You must settle things in secret. We must find a way to replenish her shares without using her own energy to do so.
Okay, I'll do my best for Sis. Kiersey, is that...
Yeah, it's our Force Mech soldiers.
They must be trying to buy some time. Don't they seem like they're in a hurry?
It seems that way. Let's defeat them. Why would such a scary sword like the Gahabru be kept in this secluded place? Who would hit it here in the first place?
Should we ask Isti about it? Hello, this is Nepgear. You want to know why the Gehenburn is on this island? It's a long story. How long? Just give it to us in 3 lines or less. 3? Well, the sword was found, then moved to the island to keep it from the bad guys. How is that? Wow, you really did it. You're kind of a nerd, Isti. You told me to, Neptune. Sis...
Eastwar, ignore this idiot and just explain this to us in detail.
Right. The Gehenburn has existed in the legends of game industry, dating back to the time of the ancients. No one was ever sure whether or not it actually existed. That is the widely accepted view among historians. The first goddess of the Neptune was how I first learned of the Gehenburn. It is a dangerous weapon that takes the life of goddesses, and it must never fall into the hands of evildoers. If it's so dangerous, why not destroy it? The first goddess did think of doing that initially. However, she received a prophecy from another goddess. Do not destroy it, for one day it will become necessary to the nation. Because of this prophecy, the Gehenburn has always been treated delicately. As you may know, during the A6's more active years, they had taken advantage of a great many relics. I can read. We had then retrieved it from Long Castle, where it had been stored for a long time. It had been transferred to many locations throughout Neptune for years, but most recently was locked in the floating island. A good location. It's not easy to access. Only Isti knew about this, so why did A-Lady find out?
Some nickname.
I am as surprised as you are. I have no idea how she found out about it. Isti, did you accidentally leak information on Chirper? Did you break your NDA? Scoped out the floating island. Got a super sick legendary wep, lol. You know, something like that. Neptune, I would never do that.
I'm sorry, I'm just playing around, Izzy. Don't get all serious on me. Sis, you're being a little silly. You already know Isti would never do that. Ahem. Either way, the Gehenburn is currently secured in the deepest recesses of this island. Arfar wouldn't be able to get to it that easily, I hope. In any case, I'm still very concerned. Please hurry there as soon as possible. She seems incredibly worried. Okay, time to rush in then. Arfar. So you arrived. How honorable of you to come. You have no chance of winning. Neither me. You're too late. The Gehenburn is mine. We didn't make it in time. She has the Gehenburn. What's the Gehenburn? That's weird. I know I've seen it somewhere else before. Behold this ominous blade. It thirsts for the blood of the goddesses. Everyone, we have to get it back before she uses it. Come at me. I'm ready for a fight. Are you? I am, actually.
This body is reaching its limit. It's time to dump it.
She's going to switch bodies! Don't let her!
We'll hold her down.
Do you really think you can?
The mech soldiers are forming a wall!
Ugh! Get out of my way!
Whoa, their numbers are increasing. Will we be able to get through them?
Much like this body, they are expendable. Worthless pieces of trash. However, they should be able to slow you down a bit. Just you wait until I obtain the body of a goddess. Shall we proceed with the fusion? Don't worry, you will not perish. Our souls will simply share a vessel.
I don't care. Just hurry it up. The other me!
Is this what you really want? Hey, if you keep this up, you really will become a backup. Try to remember. Remember what you really wanted.
I already do. But there's nothing I can do about it now.
Farewell, my old temporary body.
Uh-huh.
No matter how many times I experience it, it is wonderful each and every time. I have been reborn once again.
Whatever you say, girly pop.
The other me. She was taken over by Arfor.
Good observational skills, Maho.
Damn it. We got so close.
Oh my goodness.
This is splendid. Your pain is like a sweet elixir to me. Now let us begin. IS Crystal, it is time to unleash your true power. You shall sit there helplessly as I gain this new power. What? The IS Crystal!
Yoink.
I'm taking this back!
Thank you, Grey Sister.
Damn you, Ashen Goddess!
I was just waiting for you to let your guard down after you thought you'd won. Now that I have the IS Crystal, you cannot gain its power.
Good going, me!
Grey Sister!
So what? I'll be able to take it back again.
No, you will never possess this again.
Humph.
It will be destroyed in the rightful way. This should have never been made.
Yes, destroy it. I can take it back as often as I'd like. Do you think you're the only one who has gone back in time?
No boy.
What? What do you mean?
This is the end!
Deity Sin of R4. This is the one we gotta fight with the different share levels for the different endings.
Damn you! It's you again!
I did it, everyone. I'm sorry. I think I'm done for.
Will I fall once more? Twice to the same goddess? What is that sword? It pierces not only my body, but deals such damage to my soul. I must go to the next body, or my soul will disintegrate.
Nepgear! Nepgear, snap out of it! Oh, how could you take your own life?
It's her. Perfect timing. I'll take her body at the first chance I get.
It didn't work this time either. You defeated R4, but I couldn't keep you from dying.
This time?
Nepgear, I will return to the past again. I will redo this as many times as I have to. The Gehaburn. It's because of this thing. This won't do. There has to be another way. A way to save both Nepgear and the world. Otherwise, why'd I go back in time at all?
Back in time? What is the meaning of this? What is she doing?
Ziri, how much energy can be used?
Master, the share energy collected by the Gehaburn will allow for one jump.
Okay, let's jump immediately.
Understood. Initiating process. ETA 40 seconds until space-time transfer.
Time travel? Does that mean she knew everything from the start? I won't let you have your way. I will take advantage of this chance. I need a body, anything. Even if it's a monster or a bug. I'll slip into their time travel in order to survive. This is the PC continent. I see. So this is how the Ashen Goddess kept managing to return to the past. I've returned from near death and gained new power. It is time to resume the banquet of destruction and ruin.
And that is how I went to meet my past self and offered this. You will lose to the goddesses and Nepgear once more, but there is a way to avoid it. And I won the wager once more. I fused with myself from this timeline, gaining more power. I allowed the Maho of this timeline to live in exchange for her labor. The R-Phone factory, the media manipulation towards the goddesses on Chirper, and all the other spy activities at Planetoon. Everything went great. I thank you for that, Ashen Goddess.
Oh no. It's because I brought R4 from the future here.
To be honest, it was a gamble. But I won. Big time. I also copied the functionality of your time machine. Although it takes a little time to prepare, I can go to the past again.
Oh no.
Once I return to the past, I can obtain as many IS crystals as I want. You'll never see it coming when I kill you all either. This is the ultimate power.
Villains with time travel abilities? A boss like that is no fun. They'd be impossible to ever beat.
On top of that, she's just going to switch bodies every time we defeat her. What a pain.
That's putting it lightly.
I'm starting to think this is one of the greatest dangers we've ever faced.
No, it's not over yet. There's still a way to erase you.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Go. Grey sister! Don't tell me that...
Go ahead and try is what I accidentally cut off. By the way, oopsie.
Your body and mine are one and the same. In that case...
What was it? Pair annihilation due to the time paradox? But on the flip side, it's possible that you will simply be absorbed into me.
That's right. It's a gamble, like you said. But if we've got the slightest chance, I'm betting on it. You won't have your way! Let's see who will absorb who. Or perhaps we'll both disintegrate.
Very well. I will absorb you.
What is this storm?
This happened back at Planet Tower. The time paradox is bending space-time. This turbulence feels familiar. Doesn't it resemble something?
Is this?
Gearsy, why did you take out your end gear?
This space-time turbulence. According to my calculations... There it is! I knew the wavelength of this turbulence would match the trendy phenomenon!
Hold on. Then...
Every time we make contact, something similar to the trendy phenomenon occurs. You didn't realize that? The cause of the trendy phenomenon is you.
What do you mean?
Every time you jump through time, you created time paradoxes. You're a being who's out of their own time. You're a goddess rejected by the world. Your mere existence creates a rift in space-time that will destroy everything.
My favorite.
I'm... going to destroy the world?
That's right. The trendy phenomenon and the trendy disc are all your handiwork. You are the cause of everything. Now remember everything. Your sins.
I'm the one creating the time paradoxes. I see. So I'm...
Huh?
I'm Maho. I understand now.
Huh?
Master, defensive maneuver.
You're wide open.
Master.
Oh no! She'll fall into the dimensional rift!
Grace sister, take my hand!
No, this is fine, Maho. I'm sure this will get through to you.
Get through to me. My head!
Thank you for being my friend.
Blinks.
Grace sister!
Grey Sister and Ziri... They vanished.
They were smiling in the end, weren't they? That was too easy. Who knew they would fall into a dimensional rift that small?
How dare you! R4!
You should be more worried about yourselves than someone who's already gone. Ha!
Uni, come over here!
What's going on here?
The space-time turbulence is increasing! The Gehavern is tearing a hole in space!
At this rate, it'll swallow the island whole. We have to get out of here.
Rom, Bram, hang on! We're getting out of here! Connect with me. I know this. I know those words.
Maho, snap out of it!
Gearsy!
Let's run, Maho!
Yeah.
What? What's going on here? The floating island! It's turned completely black.
Is this our force doing?
Damn.
This is the game industry graveyard.
It's dangerous here. We should return to Planetoon and come up with a plan.
I agree.
We can see the floating island from here. I'm glad that everyone is safe.
Histy, what should we do now? R4 has taken the IS crystal, and Grey Sister is now...
She can time travel now, too. Arbor sure got a lot of special abilities all at once. Someone should definitely nerf her.
I agree.
Yeah, someone should go and do that. Like, right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, the situation is dire. We need a new plan, and quickly.
I love Eastar going like, anyway, ignoring their nonsense.
This is bad. There are reports that trendy outbreaks are occurring everywhere. Not only that, but areas in the towns that have a suppression device set up are reporting that people are being frozen.
Well,
R4 could be using the game industry graveyard to amplify the trendy phenomenon in order to destroy space-time. At this rate, game industry will...
How do we stop it?
It's okay. There is a way. Maho? Grey Sister.
She left behind a blueprint for a modified sealing device.
With this, I'm sure that...
I can start developing it right away.
I can help. Just tell me what you need.
Nepgear, your group can focus on the device. In the meanwhile, we'll split up and go help the other nations.
we are officially in Chapter 12, though, so... You might be finishing the game next week, then, huh? Wild. I mean, that was a lot, though. That just really felt like info dumping the stream for all the timey-wimey stuff. I do look forward to seeing how the game concludes itself. That is the wrong thing. Anyways, I look forward to how the game concludes itself and whatnot with all the different endings. I think I would like to get the bad ending first, then the normal ending, and then the true ending. That just makes sense to me. But man, that was a lot. Definitely gonna want to try to digest all the timey-wimey nonsense going on in the game between now and next week, especially if the game's actually in fact going to be done, which is crazy. Like, I guess it's still about average amount of time for other NEP games we've been playing. I don't know. I got too used to games feel like they're taking a lot longer, so this length feels short even though it's not really that short. I don't know. I hope you guys are still enjoying the game and are also looking forward to how the game concludes itself. Yeah. I feel like this YouTube video will definitely be on the longer side just because it was mostly story. There was barely any, dungeons, all things considered. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. As always, I do appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time, whenever you're next able to join. Even if it's not my next stream. I will be here, rather. Thumbs up. I got nothing else. Catch y'all next time, though. Bye.